Hi, it's Alison from the Heath Business and Technical Park community team over in Runcorn, and today I just wanted to give you a quick update on my greenhouse because I'm a new greenhouse owner and I'm learning all the time and failing too. Anyway, here goes. It's all about having a go. This is my lemon tree, which I did buy with lemons on, and the blossom has been amazing. Honestly, the fragrance is fantastic, and I've actually got lemons on their way, teeny tinies, but he's not happy, or she's not happy, so I'm gonna have to repot. Watch this space. Okay, now we were waiting last time, I put a little video on, for the herb garden to be delivered, and as in it had to be built. Well, it's been built now, and it's been planted up, and we've got, chives, which are growing great, and mint and rosemary and sage. Apparently Monty Don last night said I need to get the lavender shaped leaf one. That's just a bog standard sage. Here goes. Everything's going fine apart from the we get the odd slug. Well, no, we've got a whole family of slugs here that I think we've got a bit of a commune going on. They just seem to share everything. This was a parsley, so they've had that. I think they thought that their takeaway had arrived. They just munched on that. My cherville's going okay. Apparently, I made a lovely fish pie, my sister's recipe, last night, and popped a bit of that in. It was quite nice, actually. So that was a new experience. And come round here, and now this is going to be a new bed. Because I've grown all these plants, I need some more space. So you can see half is planted, half is not planted, and my fun prevention officer, John, my husband, he's finally given in, and he's let me take a bit of his lawn out. So watch this space, we'll be getting that planted up. And my greenhouse is changing a little bit. It's just been, there's been a lot of successes and a few failures, but we'll come to that. I did have blossom drop on me. These are chili peppers. Now, I've got no blossom at the moment, so I don't know, but I'm keeping them watered, and apparently eggshell seems to, I've put eggshell underneath inside, and I keep on collecting eggs to add to them, so we'll see if that works. Peppers, more chilies. This is a bit like slug takeaway, because as fast as they eat them, I just keep on planting out more of them. I'm not very good at killing slugs. I might do a beer trap, so at least if they do die, they die in a nice way. More chervil. No, that's the chervil. That's coriander. This is lemon basil, because I've smushed it. I didn't know which one it was. In the pack, it said there were two things and only one variety grew, but it smells like, I think it's lemon basil. More parsley. Look at this for parsley. And I think I put it with my basil here, and by underwatering, no, certainly don't give it too much water. They seem to like to dry out a bit. I suppose they're Mediterranean, aren't they? Well, he is. So not soaking it, because I do tend to kill things with love. And this lemon basil, watering that from underneath as well, that seems to be staying alive. These are the little garlic bulbs, the garlic cloves that are planted, and I couldn't wait for it to grow. So I dug them up just to say, I thought, oh, let's just see. Well, of course, they were growing, so I've replanted them, obviously a little bit skew whiff, but I'm not going to disturb the poor things now. This is my King Phil. Phil is my my lovely brother-in-law, and he's given me these seeds, which are called, I can't say that one, Escholzia, Orange King Phil. So these are going to be my Orange King Phil Californian poppies, and those are some frilly pink California poppies I saved from last year, seeds from last year. So we'll see. Moving on. Now then, let's see this radish. Look, I've got these. I've had quite a few radish. I know this sounds pathetic, but they're real radish. and they're quite tasty, and they're look at that whopper there. So that's good. My tomatoes, I've got loads of tomatoes. These are, I think these are money maker. As for being permanent pens, there's me thinking, oh, I'll have tomatoes in red pen. No, stick with your black, Alison. Stick with your black, because some of the pens fade, and then they end up in surprise corner. So some of my tomatoes are a little bit yellow, so I've made up some feed for them. Now, this feed, I've put it into a 2-litre tub, and can I just put it down my little stool? This is a stool I rescued from Brenda next door. She had it in her skip, and it was her nana's milking stool. So got that. This is just a medicine container, and because you only need 10 ml of this tomato food in 2 litres, so I thought, oh, I'll use one of these because we tend to use spoons. So I've marked up with nail varnish. It's not getting 2 coats, it's not getting a top coat, it's just there so I remember that I can put the 10 mils in, pour it in, and dilute it to the right consistency, whatever the word is. I've tried all sorts of different types of hole patterns in here. One is the safest. I've tried several small. This, if you do this, try it. It's not easy through a phone, this. If you try it before you try the flow of the water before you actually put the tomato feed in, because mine had a mind of its own. It was going all over. So anyway, you don't need to see me water tomatoes. This is me rocket that has rocketed. I'll have to research that. Oh my word, this is such a busy hobby because I'm learning all the time. So the leaves are lovely. They're very peppery, but I just don't. John doesn't need that, you see, so I'm not using as much of this. This cut and come again lettuce, and again most of the fancy names all faded, so because I used the wrong pens. So using loads of this lettuce and just adding it to an iceberg lettuce. This is how not to grow carrot tops. Failed miserably. Oh, I should mention, I have these lights. In fact, look what else I have. Talk about being eccentric here. Look, that is my slug detector. Because if you come out in the middle of the night, you can, with your head torch, you can find the slugs. But actually, I got the most slugs when I emptied my greenhouse and totally soaked the floor, emptied it, and I was just hosing it out. And you could see this slug sort of doing front crawl across the floor. So I flung him, didn't kill him, but they're all over. They're like, sometimes you can find them under the pots. So I use my head torch to get them out. I think I will do a beer trap though. My fuchsias and bedding plants, loads of pansies and geraniums, and I think these are gazanias, tiger stripe, and petunias and tagetes, and I think those are trailing geraniums. All going out, all going out. More drains. My sweet peas are doing well. I've been lifting them out every day to harden them off, telling them that they're tough. And today, because I think we've had the last frost, they're going out. And actually, I have actually planted some of these little begonias because, well, they will have flowered before they've even got in the garden, never mind got a frost. But they've got something called rust on them, which I think is me killing them with love, too much water. So this is their coming out day today. I've got some plants there for our Karen and Phil. See, more tomato plants here, but they've got greener leaves, so I'm obviously, I think they've got maybe a better food in that compost. So that now this is definitely a cuckoo in the nest. If these are all tomatoes, there's no way I think that's a Californian poppy. I have several cucumbers. I did have several more. Whoops. This is my plant cemetery here. All of these are plants that I have killed. all plants that I have killed, and then there you go, several, all the slugs have had them. Surprise corner is going well. I think I can see a lily there. My little passion flowers, look at Titch, the passion flower, he's actually got leaves. I've got 3 passion flowers. They're due to go out. Unfortunately, our lovely neighbour has just announced that he's getting brand new fencing just when we have attached all the plants, and our side is brilliant, but it's what he wants to do, so we'll just have to see how that goes. So I can't put out my climbers yet. This is the Kevin colony. This is all my carrots, and these are more carrots ready for when I've killed those carrots. I've taken all my potatoes out of here because my potatoes are like triffids now. These are my little bunnies in pots. Look, he's digging for radish. He's digging for carrots. That's not a real one. My raspberries are growing. I've just got to keep them alive now. No pressure. Don't know what to do with my rhubarb. I've had loads of that. My beans, I've put too many in there. It's ridiculous. These are my potatoes. Oh, look, if I put that down there, they are enormous. And I've got 4 bags of potatoes. I had this romantic idea that we'd be like Barbara and Tom off The Good Life. And, you know, we'd have our own potatoes. And we will. I'll probably get 4 bags of potatoes out of that. But I just can't tell you how much it's cost me for the bags. For the compost, I've got to fill that up again with more compost up to here, so that we get more potatoes. So I think I'll probably get 4 bags of potatoes for about £4, which means I'll be out of pocket by about £26, I reckon. But never mind, it's been an experience. And you look back at Barbara and Tom, and I suppose they didn't have Aldi and Lidl around the corner, did they? We're just lucky now. Anyway, signing off for now. Hopefully it'll be full of cucumbers and big tomato plants next time I sign in. Keep gardening, and apparently I was reading last night, there are certain, I don't know how real this is, but there are certain bacteria in the soil that help you to release another happy hormone called serotonin. So gardening is good for you. Go and have a go. Grow some apple seeds or whatever you've got in your fridge. Have a go. Bye for now.